Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yo, welcome in. Hello. Welcome in. How are we all doing? Danny, thank you. Oh my god. Morale so whoa. You've just done it, my friend. You have just done it. That is 50. We have just reached affiliate. Right at the start. Right at the freaking start. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. We did it. Morals. Okay. You can thank Danny for that one. Thank you so much, Morals. So sorry I got your name mixed up a little bit there, but thank you so much. Can't believe we did it. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate by playing some Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. Oh, I'm so excited for this. It's like it's basically just like some DLC added on to the original Stanley Parable, and I haven't played it in so long. So I'm excited to get into this. Let's do it. All right, so here we go. Begin. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Tell you what I am going to do.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room
Just bump this audio up a
427
little bit because it's got to be super loud so we can hear what's going on. Yeah, Morales is the friend I'm playing with, so lucky time. Hope you have the most wonderful stream. Thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. And, thank you. Just thank you. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I can't believe you've done it right at the start. I thought it was going to, like, kick off towards the end or something, but no, that was amazing. Thank you very much. Enjoy your look. All right, so Stanley Parable. First things first, let's knock this sound up a little bit. It's super quiet. I want to be able to hear all the lovely stuff he's saying. Right, so what's the time? Righty-ho. And away we go. Right, so what's my employee number again? I am 427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Ooh. Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
No, there's no achievements.
5 clicks.
Yeah, that used to be an achievement, didn't it?
20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Should I do it? I'm definitely going to do it. Click it 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Come on!
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Yeah, and then what? It's going to be 100. I'm doing it. Go.
No, I'm still not feeling it.
Nah, he's not doing
I
it.
want this achievement to have meant something. It has to
I
be
see 50.
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
That was Danny's friend. They're playing some games together, and Morales jumped in and straight away just gave me the follow, and I was like, boom! Fucking did it! I'm not clicking this door anymore. Hey, hero, how you doing? Riding a little high right now, but I'm glad you're here. How you doing? How you keeping? I'm playing some Stanley Parable. I remember telling you about this the other day, and I'm super excited to play the update of it. I think it's just a DLC expansion. I think that's all it is. It's like the base game with some extra bits added on.
2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I don't know what to do first. Shall I disobey or obey? I think we should probably obey just for the first run, and then see what happens. Good job. We definitely owe Danny a game of bloody Trapland. All the games. They can have all the games they want. 100%.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Do not
of
alter without
Stanley
consulting
decided to go
whiteboard
up to
manager.
his boss's office,
I need a whiteboard
hoping he
manager.
might find an answer there.
Hello. Gibberish. All gibberish. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in it. I fucking love this game. So good. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't wanna. I wanna just stay in the closet. I'm staying in the closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
No, I'm staying here until you shout at me. And follow you just so I can follow you again at 50. That would be nice, isn't it?
Doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA. That's what I do. I'm just gonna stand here until he shouts at me some more.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Just gonna stay right here. Some good bits in here.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Anything else?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
I'm just gonna wait.
When you go
I'm just
talk
gonna
about
sit and
this with
wait.
your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
That's amazing.
I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley
Did anyone
was
else
fat
get
and
the
ugly
broom
and
closet
really,
ending?
really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I don't remember this in the original.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
Same, to be
You're
honest.
dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Ah, is this
Well,
actually
in a
an
situation
ending?
like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer
I'm gonna have to
is
think of a new
dead.
goal.
They have fallen prey to any number of
I don't know
your
what to put in
countless
as a new
human
goal now.
physiological
Something needs to fill that little bit of
vulnerabilities.
space.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video
75
game
followers?
mechanics
Yeah, could
and
do.
filling them in on the history
It's not a
of
bad shout,
narrative
actually.
tropes
Just
in
keep it
video
there.
gaming,
Keep it going.
so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nope, I'm still not moving. Give me some more funnies. Is that it? I think that might be it. Okay, I'm gonna go. You done?
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Right, what are we doing now?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it looks dark and scary down there. Let's just follow it and follow his instructions. Executive bathroom. Oh, what's that say? I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Oh. Cryptic. Haunting. Cool. We out. Locked.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
This is huge.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I did it.
Stanley happened to input the correct code
why's it gone dark?
by sheer luck. Amazing.
Oh,
He
it's gone dark.
stepped
I
into
don't
the
like it.
newly opened passageway.
Okay, can I go back? No. Can I run? Oh, I can crouch. That's new. Oh, it's very dark. Very, very dark. Oh, that's better. I can see now. Loading, loading, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa. Sparky. I don't like it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Yeah. I remember now.
Facility.
Right, we're gonna do what he tells us to do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
This is
thought
so
to
cool.
himself. Did he have the strength?
This blew my
to
mind,
find
like,
out?
the first time I played it as well. Just seeing this room, being like, whoa. Gonna lurk as I edit. Yeah, you earned that, Cheddar. Thanks, Hero. Appreciate the lurk, my man. Can't wait to see what you edit. I mean, I was there for most of it, but still. Cameras!
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Someone
Their
was
true
fired.
nature
2 people were
revealed.
fired.
Each bore the number of
Where
an
am I?
employee in the building.
2...
Stanley's co-workers.
No,
The
427.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images
Is that
on
it?
a screen. And Stanley,
Why is that box
one of them,
glowing?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
428, 427. There, that's me. Nice. Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
a long way
really been
down.
under someone's control all this time? Was this the
Who's
only
number
reason
one?
he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
Can I
had been
zoom?
manipulated to accept it
More
blindly?
zoom, please. Alright, fine. Down we go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Private?
control.
Which one's private?
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I hope not. Oh, we did it.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Mind control
Controls
status
labeled with
offline.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Never
over
again.
another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
5 4 3 2 1. There's a button up there. Right. Reset. Up. Power on, power off. Let's go for power off. Uh-oh. Hello? Maybe that was a bad idea.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
This seems like an ending.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Victory!
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Well, that's only ending
his
one.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I can't remember how many endings
What
were
other mysteries
in
did
the
this strange
original,
building hold?
but I know
But
it
as
was quite
sunlight
a lot.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was
I'm
not
guessing they
knowledge
just
or
added
even
more.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or
Is this-
how to feel.
Oh, it is still going
Whatever
down.
life he lives, it will be his.
Is there a slow setting?
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Oh, this looks lovely.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me out. Let me
Stanley
out.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the
Breathe.
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Hey,
This was exactly
Lily.
the way,
How's it
right
going?
now, that
How's
things were
things?
meant to
Thanks for
happen.
stopping by.
And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. We did it. Oh, that's so bright. Ugh. My God. Hey, we got an achievement. Beat the game. Get your first achievement. Pow. Awesome. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Okay, we did it. Now what? Am I still 427? Yeah, numbers are still the same. There is no camera here. But on that big wall of cameras seems ominous. Do the outdoors have
All
a
of his
dark mode?
co-workers were
One can
gone.
only hope.
What could it mean?
I'll
Stanley
check next
decided
time.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Everything
missed
needs a
the
dark
memo.
mode. Everything should be
No
dark
matter
mode
how hard
default.
Stanley looked, he couldn't
And
find
I
a
hate that it
trace of his
isn't.
co-workers.
Right, now I'm going to just ignore him and do everything opposite.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
446.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
448,
just to admire it.
449.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been
I would
worth
like
the
a
detour
cold
after all,
drink,
just
please.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Ha. Nah, I'm out. Bounce.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Oh, I don't know. No, let's go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
Shut up,
5
voice in my
years
head. I'm
ago.
lovely. Go pretty well. Bought some Tommy Hilfiger ballerina shoes cheap today, so they cost around. Whoa. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Ballerina is that for you? Do you do ballerina stuff? I'm really sorry. You're gonna have to forgive my ignorance, but I know absolutely nothing about ballerina dancing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
Almost
that
free,
investing
though.
your
That's
trust in
freaking
someone else
awesome.
can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has
Love
been
me a
about
Bergen.
nothing but you all this time.
I'm gonna jump
There's
down here.
someone you've been neglecting.
Or should I go that way?
Stanley.
No, I'm gonna jump down
Someone
here.
you've
Jump!
forgotten about. What? Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
out.
in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
No, it's just a
Why,
style of
I
shoe.
don't know
It's
how
nothing to do with
convince
ballet.
you of this,
I
but
see. Well, it
really
turns out I know
do want
nothing
to
about
help
shoes
you,
either.
To show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
But I'm
Let me
glad you
prove
managed to
that
get
I'm
a
on your
bargain.
side.
Get them
Give me
super
a
cheap.
chance.
Right, what's this way? To be 3. To be or not to be?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do you do ballerina dancing? Yeah, I guess it'd probably be called ballet, right? Right. Right. Do you ballerina?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Blue door.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're
Blue door.
communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What's
You
this?
see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Big,
Broken
massive
rooms,
open
exposed
spaces
developer
like this
textures.
always
Is this
creep
what
me the
you
fuck
wanted?
out.
Was it worth ruining the entire
I just
story
don't like
I'd
the
written
idea
out
of like a big
specifically for
open
you?
void
You
of
don't think I put a lot
nothingness.
of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work
More
with me,
ballerina
you told me
dancing. That would have made it
absolutely
better.
nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the
Ballerina,
dark at a new
fuck's sake.
design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Whoop.
Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to
Agoraphobic.
stop you
Fear of
there.
large open
Now,
spaces.
Tell me about your experience
I
with
may
this
have
version.
it.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically.
Yeah,
but
it just freaks me out.
That's not even helpful. What
Can
am
you
I
jump?
supposed
No,
to do
you
with
can't
that?
jump. I can crouch.
But I guess it is
I
my
can't
place
seem to jump.
judge.
Oh, you
Here,
can't jump. I
based
just
on
got the
data
achievement for
from my
can't jump.
previous playthrough, I've compiled
Nice.
a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this
There
one.
was an achievement
Let's take a
in the
look.
original to not play it for like 5 years, wasn't there? I don't think this is going to be one I can complete. Luckily, it's on PC and not on the PlayStation, so it doesn't bother me too much. If it was on the PlayStation, I'd be messing around with the internal clock to get that platinum. This is you. Very low down. Let's keep going in this mystery door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
I'm gonna
Again,
score 1.
Honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it
I
up.
think this is the baby one.
In
Yeah,
this
it is.
game,
This
The
is
baby
ridiculous.
crawls left towards danger.
This
You
is the
click
one-
button to move him back to the right.
In the
And if he
original,
reaches the fire,
you have to do it for like
fail.
4
It's
hours.
a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium
And I'm
of
not about
endlessly
that life.
confronting the demands of family life.
Does anyone want
I
that
think
stream?
the
Should we just sit here
artwork
for the next
will
4
really
hours and
take
push this
notice.
button?
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to
Bet
keep
you
notes
won't.
on your experience.
Oh, you gotta listen to that for 4 hours. Nah, fuck it. Burn the baby. Burn the babies. Fuck
You
that.
heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I'll be your first. Oh,
Because
it's
if
too
for
late
that,
now.
well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't
I couldn't
think
listen to
of
that
a
for 4
single
hours.
thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, a plant.
It's
Oh.
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful,
That
why don't we
boat
play
is-
someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh, dang!
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
This used to be
What's our
Minecraft
backstory?
in
What
the
is our
original.
motivation? Well,
I don't actually know what this game
is.
is.
To me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from
Me
up
and this
high in your
are on the
great
same
tower.
page.
Perhaps for some sort of
He has got
twisted
some pretty great
erotic
energy,
purpose.
isn't he? How do I get out?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
Click
venture into the
everything.
experience of
What's that
total
say?
mental depravity. So
Isn't
far,
this
I have
Firewatch? I have
everything
no
about this
idea.
game,
Can't say I...
And it seems
I
there's
love
even
doing
more.
those S's.
Come, let's venture outward and
That
see
was like
what else
every
is out
notebook
there.
I had in school. No actual notes, just S's. Cookbook? Firewatch, eh? Is Firewatch worth a play? Always looking for new stuff to play. It looks pretty. Looks just like a movie I watched long ago. Oh yeah? What movie? It's quite pretty. I don't know what you gotta do, but I'd be into it. The last thing I watched on like in a woods area though was Siren Head, or like the return of Siren Head or whatever it was. So woods are freaking me out a little bit at the minute. What's
It
this
is.
say?
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it
Jonesy Lake.
off. Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong direction.
literally
no
blocked me
path
in.
to follow.
It
You
has.
can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Oh, there's a gap. Can I get to the gap?
Woods now, Stanley.
Wait, what's on it? Shut up, hero.
Why don't you get us out
Don't
of
do
here?
that shit to
Let's
me.
find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Can't remember the title, but there was a woman hiding up there with a kid. Oh, I don't know. There's so many like cabin in the woods kind of films and shows out there. Could be anything.
Wonderful.
I saw
See, this
something
is
moving.
exactly
Here.
what I had
Oh
in
my
mind.
god! This-
Just a nice big box
I know
that you
this
can run
one.
around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is
Driving
game design.
and football,
Stanley,
two
if
things
you
that I'm
manage to get
awful
lost in
at,
this game,
and they
I
chucked
will
it
be
into one game,
phenomenally
and I
impressed.
fucking love it. Hey, it's FIFA 22. I know,
Okay,
right?
so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There
I
are
want a
lots of
ball.
cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's
Give
sports
me ball.
Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Jack,
Okay,
how
Stanley, here's the ball. Have
how
fun.
many bits? Ah, they're gonna give me a ball. I'm gonna score in blue because I like blue. And I'm still shit at this. Come
Are
on.
you doing it? Are you
Line it
winning?
up.
Is this fun?
Line it up.
Is it better than my miserable
Boom.
little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a
And
thought. And I realize I'm not a
In.
sportsologist, but if one
Hey,
ball
we did
generates
it.
a certain amount
Yeah,
of
how
raw
many-
adrenal pleasure,
how many
then
bits would
surely
it cost
multiple
for you to do a
balls makes for an
FIFA
even more euphoric
2022
sports
stream, or any
experience?
FIFA game,
I'm
'cause
getting
they're all
tried
exactly
out.
the same.
Here comes another ball.
another ball.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
Boom.
I'm insatiable. More balls.
Oh, right twice? How did that happen? Ah, man. Well, I will fix it later.
Are you enjoying
Could fix
this,
it now.
Stanley? Are you having fun?
I'm
Is
gonna
this a
finish Rocket
real
League and then
video
I'll fix it.
game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what?
Also,
It's
10,000
over.
bits
That's right. Your
And
little fun comes to an end.
to have the game
This is
bought
my
for me.
game, and what I
Okay.
say goes.
I'll start saving.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure.
Insane price
I'm
for a
your
game
sense
coming
of
out every year.
purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play
It
my
baffles
game,
me how
now I
people
don't
still
want to
buy
play
it
with
every
you
single
either.
year
So,
with just
goodbye,
like a
Stanley.
paint job.
I'm
That's all it
leaving.
is.
See how you like it when I'm not around to set the
It hasn't
rules.
actually
Some
changed since
I
like the
don't think you'll
PS1
enjoy it
days,
as much.
where
Who knows?
crowds
You're
were just
an
like
inventive
blocks.
kid. You'll come up
That's
with
the
something.
only thing that's
After
changed.
all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
It's garbage. It's the same game reskinned and double the price. You're exactly right. It's the worst. I'm gonna jump in the goal. I ironically thinks that anyone who buys it must have mental issues. I mean, there's got to be something there. There's got to be a reason behind it.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I think a big part of it is all my cool friends have it, so I want to have it too. Because if you play FIFA, you obviously can't think for yourself.
I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much.
This is cool. If you think your friends are cool for playing FIFA, then you too have issues. It's just all kind. Oops! Now I'm gonna play Call of Duty a million, which is totally not a copy and paste of the last game. Yeah, COD went through very similar things, didn't it? Like, I remember playing Call of Duty back in the day when it was like World at War. When it was like summertime, super lovely weather, didn't go outside because, you know, fuck that. Grabbed a couple of mates, killed some zombies, played some World at War, and life was good. Life was fun and exciting. There was so much on the horizon. Ooh, light. But then they just killed the franchise by making it the exact same thing every single year. Rushed. Not compelling, not fun. I'm lost. Is this it? Is this the ending? Am I just stuck down here now? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Just down there forever and ever, amen.
The cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Bleak. Back to start. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading. Yeah, back to start. Now what? Should we go do the escape ending? So like when it gets to the mind control bit and then
gone. What could it mean?
Instead of going to press the buttons, I'll go escape.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Escape. Ooh, new. Wow.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Oh, how do I... Can I... It looked like I could get over there if I didn't open the door properly. I want it. I want it. We'll try it next time. Now this is exciting.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a
This is
video
awesome.
game released in 2013 on home computers.
Jesus, was it that long ago?
After
That's
receiving
insane.
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in
10
2022
years ago.
with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await
The
in
Brain
the
Deluxe.
Stanley Parable
Awesome, right?
Ultra Deluxe.
Hey, Danish, how
Oh,
you
well,
doing?
this
Thanks for
sounds
stopping by.
delightful. I'm very
Tag.
excited to see
Ah,
the
thank you
thrilling
very
new
much,
Ultra
Tag. I
Deluxe
know.
content.
It's insane, right? Mind is blown. It literally popped right at the start. Right at the start of the stream. I was like,
Okay,
honestly,
so far it's an elephant.
speechless.
Nothing special
Yeah,
yet,
thank you,
but I'm
Tag. I
sure it's
appreciate
just
that.
the beginning of
Doing
a
good?
mesmerizing
Awesome. Awesome.
adventure.
How's your Bloodborne going, Danish?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving?
And
somewhere?
Tag, how's your
Oh,
Subnautica
there we go.
going?
All right,
I
finally,
smacked
at
out off
long last,
and
it's
crawled
on to the
back to
new
whence it
content.
came
I've never
and beat
been
Bloodborne
more
yesterday.
ready.
That
Let's do
is
it.
outstanding. Well done, man. That is no easy thing. Oh, yo! Odd Rumpus, thank you very much for the follow. 51. My God. Is the goal gonna say? The goal does say 51. Okay, that's cool. That's
Let's
cool.
see the content. Give me the content.
Well, fair play,
Stanley.
Danish. That is not an easy thing to do. Hup-hup-hup. 327 out. Yeah, it's a tricky one. The jump circle.
All right.
You can jump now.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, this is me. Right, here we go. I must know what happens. Jump, 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 jump. Oh no, I can't jump anymore. Oh, can I only jump in the circle? Maybe I should have saved my 35 jumps. Bollocks.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else.
Yeah.
Right?
I love this.
Another elevator.
Like
Stanley,
taking the
I
piss
have
with
to
like
say, initial
DLC content
impressions
that
of this
really
game
should
are
not be
positive.
paid for because it's just like
elevators and jump
a skin or
Is
something.
this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content,
Ran out of
then I could
jumps,
just read
yep.
you the whole dictionary.
I
There's
love this
20 hours
narrator.
of
Oh,
new
I love
content
it.
Right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And
Told me multiple times in
There's
Dungeons
more.
2 and 3.
Very
Oh,
good.
there's more.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
What's this say? Eyes are so bad. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the new
That's it?
content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market
take too long
for no reason other
doing
than
objectives
to
in
make
that
an
game,
easy
then he
dollar.
gets
And
mad.
don't get
Oh,
me
right,
started on
fair
the level
enough.
of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, Test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no
That's
gimmicks.
not all of it.
Just
There's
you and
no
me
way
having a
that's
great
all of
time
it.
together like always. What do you say, friend?
Reminds me of the game. The narrator is a dick. Can't say I remember that one. Oh, this is new. This is new. This is new. 427. Still my number. Yeah, I can't say I know that game tag. Please link it though. I'd love to check it out. Nice. Oh.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Oh,
I
but I
want
wanna
to
see
show
what's
you
up there.
something.
What should I do? Obey? No, let's disobey.
Oh, You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
That's harsh. Yep, infuriating one. Oh, please link it. I want to know. Is this just back to the normal game? Oh, it totally is. Oh, no. I won't go back. I don't just want to do normal game. I'll go in the vent.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Okay, I like the narrator's energy in that. Boom. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Don't vent that sussy. It is pretty sussy, but I got to. I know the endings of the other one. But this is new.
Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be. Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
It's like a utopia.
The memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my
Can't link the person in Discord. Yeah, sorry, I should have said, yeah, in the Discord.
Of my life whenever I want.
That would be grand. Thanks,
like
Tag.
the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Do you think it'll be a better streaming game or maybe a J&J
you see,
game?
Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before
or is it more of like a single player kind of thing?
Release. Remember back in October of 2013?
This is awesome.
When the game originally launched. Back then, video games had
Stanley
integrity.
Parable.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the
What's that
waste.
say? Stanley Parable is taped over. It's taped over The Last of Us. It's fucking sick. Let's begin again. It's the Steam page. This is awesome. Smile because it happened. It's the achievements lists. Oh, that's a dead ending. This is lovely. Hard to say, it'll be good for either, I think. I think it's one player, but what the fuck is this music? I've been looking since I played, so I'm not sure. Okay, well,
And over here
we'll take a
is
look
where I
after.
keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out
the
of
most
10
humble
from
DLC I've ever played in my
Destructoid.com.
life.
James Stephanie Sterling writes,
Best of
and
streaming, I
quote,
reckon. Fair enough, Hero.
"We're so many
Fair
games
enough.
that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Would be the
Did you hear
most
that,
fun.
Stanley? Every
I'm
game
into it.
ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally
I'm kind of
every
feeling
game ever created.
this
It
is
was
amazing.
Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It
If I
isn't even
created a
Stanley
game as
Parable
awesome as
anymore.
this, I would
It's
100%
just a
just
husk now. A
blast all the
lifeless husk
amazing
with an hour of
awards
new
and
elevated
reviews.
content.
This is so cool. This is like nice. Person of the year. Is that me? This is like when you get to like the end of a game and you've collected everything and got everything, and it takes you to like a special room with all like the development stuff. Memory zone maintenance. Can I go in? And it's got like all the props and stuff and all the artistic work, like concept
Here's
art and
another
stuff.
moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating
Oh, that only got a
commentary on
9, the
nature
other
of
one got a
choice in
10.
games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out
remember
of
that.
10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
It did need new
just needed
content.
to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting
But I
dust
do get
in the
that as well.
hallowed
Maybe you
halls
should
of
just leave
beloved
things alone.
Video game memories.
I love how meta this is. It's fucking great. Something is opened. Oh, there's 2 ways. That's the way I just came. So let's go this way, I guess. Can I move these boxes? The serious room. Ah, wait. Yeah, I remember that now. Where do I go? Back the way I came? Can I move these things? Is this going to be open now?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Aha, I see.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down
Reviews.
here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Ah,
Surely
these are going to be all the
reviews were
shit
glowing as
reviews.
well, weren't they?
Well, since I'm 73, I'm leaving for bingo, but we'll be... But we'll leave you here on the PC. Have fun with Stanley and catch you on the next... Ah, thank you, Tag. Enjoy bingo. I really, really, really want to try bingo for myself because I've never actually done like a proper bingo hall kind of game, and you've inspired me to do that. So, thanks, Tag. Best of luck. Hope you win again. Unless you're still on when I come back, of course. We're probably going to go to... I don't know. We'll probably go to about 9ish tonight, I think. So if you're back, awesome. If not, best of luck. Catch you soon. Thanks for stopping by, Tag.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The
Papa
narrator
needs
is
Switch games. Here we
obnoxious and
go.
Funny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny. Trying to
Unfunny.
be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley parable, but the game is
Oh my
already such a
God.
densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is getting a bit creepy now. That's what I was going to say. I'm kind of getting into the mood to play another spooky game. Not now, obviously, but soon. But I need some ideas of what to play. Chickies, hey chickies, how you doing? How's things? Are you back? Or are you still out and about on your phone?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets
I'm good,
annoying
thanks.
sus.
I'm very
Preachy?
good.
Stanley, I'm not
We
preachy, am I?
have done it.
You
We
can
have
tell me
reached
if I'm
50.
preachy.
Well,
Honestly, you
51,
can.
actually. We've
I
reached
promise.
51.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I
I'm
always
over the
thought, to be
moon.
honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know.
No,
how
I mean,
much
pretty much
fluff I
spending your
cut from
money.
the game,
Ah,
so it could feel
well.
as light and airy as
Worse
it-
things have
well,
happened.
I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel
Well done. Thank
like a
you,
failure.
chickies.
like I let these
Thanks.
people down.
Aw,
Perhaps the Stanley
thanks.
parable
I'm
isn't
super
quite
happy.
as sterling as I always remembered.
Yeah, this is getting pretty creepy now, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's spending our money. We work as a team.
What's this one got to say?
Rizzle, yeah, thanks, man.
You
Thank you very
constantly have to
much.
stop doing
Appreciate that.
anything so the narrator
Yeah,
can catch
over
up
the
with his
moon.
long-winded
Absolutely over the moon.
explanations of what's happening.
Couldn't be
I
happier.
wish there was a skip button. A skip button.
Got affiliate, and
well,
I'm
yes.
playing
Yes, I
an
think we can
updated
do
version
that.
of Stanley
If I'm truly
Parable, so
too
I'm
preachy,
a happy
then
boy
maybe
right
letting
now.
you skip ahead for just a moment surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we
When can we
shall
expect
have.
some tinning more, son? Well, I've got a couple that I've thrown together myself. They're not amazing because I'm not an
And
artist.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Oops, I should have listened to that before I pushed the button.
Oh, you're
So this is
back,
the
you
skip
see.
button.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes. But
Yeah,
it
I've
was
got a
plenty of
couple
time for me
that
to
I'll,
deliver a
I'll
long,
throw up,
rambling
but
monologue
I'm
full of unnecessary
eventually
verbal
going to
flourishes and lengthy
pay an
ruminations
actual
on the
good
nature of
artist
choice in
to do
video
some stuff
games.
for me.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay,
Can I leave?
So my theory is that
Do I just
any
have to
choice
skip
you've
it
ever
again?
made is simply a series of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what
Skip
Cookie
again.
9 will say about this. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. Stanley, please don't push the button again.
Ah,
It's
is
been
this going to
12
be like
hours.
a Planet of the Apes thing?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer.
I want to
and
keep skipping. Skip, skip,
Oh,
skip.
Stanley, you're back.
Oh,
You're
this is
back.
total. This
Oh,
is
my
freaky.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
No, you
Stanley,
don't.
I think it's been a week.
Let me skip.
or
Let me
2
skip.
weeks. Oh, hello. It's you.
Oh, that
You're
was a
here again.
slow-
Welcome. I have had time
slow
to
fade.
think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
The
I've
door's
had
gone.
so much time. I stopped keeping
How's the
track
door
after
gone?
a year. Have you ever
Been a
sat down
year.
in one place and not
My
moved for one
God.
entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Skip.
There is
Hello? Did he die? It's so eerily quiet, I hate it. What? What? Stop beeping. Ah!
But they didn't understand the
Oh, he's
game
back.
was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the
Clock's
jokes?
falling
They
off the
bemoaned,
wall.
They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic
Still
little
going
thumbs-
on. Skip. Don't like it. It's really creepy when like nothing happens.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Oh my
is
God,
never the
it's so
end, is never the
creepy.
End is never the end, is never the
Shut
end,
up!
is never the
Skip!
end, is-
Ooh, it's raining. Pipes are gonna burst. Oh dang! Skip. Wow. Can I get out? Skip again. Skip. Oh, this is pretty. It's like Jurassic Park. Where are the dinos? Rawr. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Come on. There we go. Push the button again. Oh, please let there be dinosaurs. I'd love that. Ooh. fuck is that? Is that the wind? Skip. Okay, I'm getting a little bit creeped out now. If there's a jump scare, I'm going to turn this game off. Oh shit, my button. Ooh. Ah, they've totally Planet of the Apes it. You maniacs! Well, now what? Stretching on forever. It's like Davy Jones' locker. I guess I just walk. Set sail for that way-ish direction. I guess there's like, this is it. I'm just gonna walk and it's gonna stop, isn't it? Like surely it's just, yeah, there we go. The end is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. And we're back. Okay. I gotta think now. What other things could I do from the bonus content? So
All of his co-workers were gone.
yeah.
What could it
I know
mean?
that bit.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I try and squeeze through? Oh. New content. Let's do it again.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Wait. Oh, too late. I wanted to try the door. What's new? The end is never the end. Is never the end. More elevators.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley.
It's not disappointing. I'm loving it so far.
Any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
I feel like we need a name for the
forget this
narrator.
Ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further, which is
I might go with Greg.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Stanley 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
The end is
Think of
never the
all
end
new
again.
territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Is it actually going to be a whole new game? I can't see that happening.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and
I love that they've
long-term
updated The
franchising
Office.
potential.
New content is out. Oh, there's a number 2. Stanley 2. Stanley Parable 2. Logo ideas. I really hope this looks like the
Now,
actual
to be
Office
clear, I
for the
haven't quite
developers.
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
Just the number
spring up
2
around
everywhere.
them.
I love
It'll
it.
all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything
I love
scientific or
I love it.
logical,
It's so
really.
meta. It's like if you just slap the number 2 on something, people are automatically going to buy it. Which, to be fair, as soon as I saw that there was more Stanley Parable, the first thing I did was like, I'm fucking buying and paying good money for that shit. And it wasn't that expensive. This is amazing. This is so funny.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, is that fucking moving? I want to go see what that is. Oh, there's so much to do. What should we do first? The reassurance bucket. Please no screenshots. What's that? Collectibles. Red is the new orange. They've literally just put a paint job on it and put number 2. I love it. I absolutely love it.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer
big, too
is that they
small,
want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. Am I about to be really freaked out?
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final
it was
game,
close.
This button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate
I'll
the
be
full
Jim.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay,
want
I am
you
now
to
Jim.
Imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really... Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
I'm sorry, narrator. That's my fault.
We're doing
Carry
it
on.
again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become...
I feel like this is going to be skip button all over again.
Imagine... All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Can I say Jim again?
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No! No, the Jim button! No, come back!
Jim.
Oh. I pissed him off. Oh well, let's try a different room.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Is that me? Is that Stanley? Free, new, and easy achievement. That's me all over. I want it. Settings, world champion, infinite hall, free achievement. Let's go get the free achievement. That kind of screams me, doesn't it? I want it. Pull the lever, receive your achievement, no more steps, it just works.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I'll do that. Test achievement and
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Give me the
I'm not a wizard,
achievement.
Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over
so
the world who have
tantalizingly
uproariously
close.
demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
this is gonna drive people mad, isn't it? Because it's like there's alternating switches, there's like There's loads of different lights, loads of different ways you can like... There's an achievement here somewhere. Oh well. I will come back to that. I'm really annoyed it didn't give me my achievement.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
It won't end. Should we go look at the big hall? Oh, what's this? No screenshots. Two.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the
Concept
office could
art.
use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What? Get well someday. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Ta-da!
Happy
Aww.
12th birthday, step-niece it is.
So if I picked that one, would it be the other one? Na-na. Oh, there's one stuck. Come on, buddy. Right. That's it. Oh, that's so cool.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
We're moving on. Alright, let's go see this big hole. Depth infinite. It just keeps going. This the big hole?
Stanley,
Oh,
here's
there
an
it is.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end
Infinite
of time,
falling?
if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
The infinite hole. Should we go in the infinite hole? I feel like it's just going to kick us back to the start if we go in the infinite hole. Whoops! Okay, we're going in the infinite hole. We're doing it!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Can I
now
move?
Then, since you've gotten
Can
to
move a
see
little
the
bit.
infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to surface. I want to keep falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Let's just keep falling. It is getting smaller, so we are still falling.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature.
Am I just
Is
going
it
to
a
die
very,
when I hit
very
the
deep
bottom?
hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
It's getting so
Well,
small.
that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
New mug.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're
Meeting at
unusually
2
fascinated
p.m.
by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you
Can I
put this
not?
on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Just the two of us.
Things got a little heated
Building
there. I think we both
castles
said
in
some
the
things we didn't
sky.
mean. Why
How do I get
don't
back
we
up now,
just
Anne?
put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then
I
go
would like
ahead
to
and
join
press
the
teleport
mostly
button
infinite
to
hole.
warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
It's just like the broom cupboard all over again. If he doesn't say anything soon, I'm just going to go back to the top. And Back to the
Great.
top.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
I want to jump in the hole again. Is that going to be a thing if I jump in it
for
again?
heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't
really
help
did.
but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the
I want to do it
teleport button
again.
and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm
Doing it again.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making the hole smaller.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for
I'm
accountability
just destroying
and
his
marketing.
hole.
What's going on here? Stanley,
I'm
I
such
have
an
no
asshole.
explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you? I know
Oh, I
you're
can't get
obsessed
out.
with holes,
Oh, no.
But at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh. who
What
am
if I still had
to
jumps?
judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I will. Uh-oh.
Is
Uh-oh, I'm
the,
stuck.
teleport button not working?
It's not working. I'm pressing G. It's not working.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
No, don't reset
I'm
me.
out. Goodbye, Stanley. You
No,
couldn't
don't-
bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more
Don't
time
leave
with
me
it
in the
than you
hole.
could ever
I've
have
made
asked for.
mistakes.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get
No.
to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and
You
the hole
dick.
have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I'm great. Is that... Now what? Let me out the hole. I don't like this. I shouldn't have gotten the hole. Oh no! No, please! No, please, no! Hole, no! No! Oh god, that's another fear of mine. Being stuck in a well, deep dark holes. Oh god, no! All the things I never did. Oh, this is horrible. I have to change perspective, what? Oh, look at that! Pow! What? What the fuck? What view do we like? I like that one. G to change. What is going on? I look away for 2 seconds. I wouldn't look away. Right. Change your reality. Ooh. What the fuck? Puppies! Amazing! Ah, they all look like such good boys. Ooh, boo. Yeah, you have your nums. I'm a num. Why are you in a hole again? I just wanted to keep jumping in the hole, and now we're doing this. Change yourself. I don't want to change the puppies though. What? Sweet. Okay. Big head mode. Sweet. Nice. Error. Oh god. Okay, we're back to normal. Let's go for big head mode. I want to change this music as well. I'm going to keep going through realities, but then I'm going to come back to the puppies. Just to see them all.
Stanley?
Oh.
Stanley?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Oh, I
But
just
we
went
can't have that,
crazy.
Stanley,
Went crazy
because
all on my
this role
own.
is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
No!
I'm looking forward to all of them.
I'm sorry
Stay
I
alert,
jumped in the
Stanley.
hole.
I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Oh, no. Oh, whoa. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Google Whiskey? Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Congrats on the 50, bro. Thanks, Matt. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Google Whiskey. Okay, cool. I love it. Oh, amazing. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Right. That was a fucked up ending. I didn't like the whole ending. We're not doing that again. I'm going to go see what the reassurance bucket is all about. What we
A common
got.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of
There's no
reckless
bucket.
despair in those who played it.
It's not very
I'm
reassuring.
happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution.
Now, you pronounce
to
it
this
wrong,
fundamental
but-
problem with the game.
But it never hit it that way.
Stanley
I'm really
Parable
sorry.
Reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
I'm really sorry. I'm just going to call you Whiskey, if that's cool. If that's alright. I don't mean any offense by it, I promise. I'm awful at reading and pronunciations.
Perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You
Awesome.
may even
Awesome.
come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
I'm
it's
liking
a
the
much more
reassurance
convenient
bucket. I feel
solution
very
for me
reassured.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Pain in the ass?
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I want to try the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
I have a bucket.
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Ah,
The
lovely.
benefits of the
That's
bucket
nice
seem
to.
go
It's
on
always
and
nice
on,
to
don't
hear.
they? All this and more.
Nothing wrong with being
awaits you
slightly
in
more
the Stanley
attractive.
Parable
What's that say?
2.
Reacher. I can't even read that. It's too small. If I put the bucket back? I can't. I now have a bucket. Should I leave? I'm going to leave with the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Now I can do all the endings while holding a bucket. It's just added so many layers. Let's go do the balloons again, but with a bucket. Oh, I can't. I've already... Okay. Okay, so that stays the same. I'm not doing the hole again. The hole freaked me out. Let's go see this thing. Whatever new things are in here. Can you find them? Ooh.
Ah,
It's the final frontier.
collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh,
and
this
what's
is like...
truly innovative is that there will be no reward
What
for
the fuck?
collecting all of them. I don't want
Are
to
those
stifle the
people?
intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you
Am I
move the hell
going
on with
down
your
or go
unremarkable
backwards?
life.
I don't like this. This is creepy as shit. Oh, if these things come alive. Oh! It's just shitting on every game ever, and I absolutely love it. I freaking love collecting things. Collecting things is my jam. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, we're back. Collect them all. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
What?
tragic.
It's not. I like that. I love collecting things.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Yeah, can I jump more, please?
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Ah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative
So you
piece,
have to
then.
do all of that again without jumping to get to this stage. Ah, it's this game. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have spent all my jumps. Okay, what haven't we gone yet? We haven't gone over here. Jump circle, this map, free achievement, merch, settings, world champion. Oh yeah, that was over there. We didn't do that. Let's go do that before we get lost. But now I need to go all the way back. How do I get up there? Is it over here? Now I need to go all the way back there, not fuck up my jumps, and then do all this again. That's how they keep you playing. And I freaking love it. It's so clever. Settings, world champion. And then I could probably jump out of the hole. Right, that's locked. But I have a bucket. I feel safe with my bucket. Okay, let's go over here then. You think there are actually collectibles? Okay, there's an exit. Should we do the exit? I think we've been everywhere else. I've done the hall, I've done the achievement. Do I need to like run around again to see if there's like actually collectible things? Now that I've collected one. Because it said 1 of 6 and I've gotta collect them all. I've just gotta. Will this work now I have a bucket? No. Door? No. Anything else? No. Okay, let's go. Alright then, let's go to the exit and see what that does. Think we've been everywhere else. Yeah, we've done everything else. To the exit.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready
I
to
have.
move on now?
I would like to go back to the start and keep my jumps, please. That's weird. But I like it. No screenshots, please.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
I
know
do.
It's not
I like the
exactly
bucket.
clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
feel it in
There's
my
definitely
fingers.
a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm
Here it
ready.
is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Got the jumps,
Hold on.
achievement,
Let
buttons,
me do a
big hole,
different
2
arrangement.
balloons.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Is it
Who
the
am I
same
kidding,
thing, just
Stanley?
rearranged?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care.
I feel
for
like
the
he's just
vision and
shitting on
integrity
every
of the
developer
original game.
ever.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Yeah, this works. Is this like a fully working? Yeah, I can. It's a fully working splash. Let's begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked
That's
for a
got the
company in a big
balloons.
building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Come
how long
on,
to
Stanley, you push those
and
buttons.
in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Freaking balloons.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Let's see what we got in store. Says balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I
What
want a
could it
balloon.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We feeling more as the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh my god. New feature bucket. This is just literally the same game with like a few more things sprinkled
Stanley
in.
pushed the bucket tightly
it's
to
class.
his chest and entered the door on his left.
See now what's the plan? Let's obey. Let's go left. Okay, now this is the same. Is this going to be
Still
something
no one
new?
was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
This is still just
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's
I don't
supposed to
wanna-
go with the other cleaning supplies. Good
I
for
want
you,
to keep my
Stanley.
bucket.
Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
I will not.
We're
It
getting
is
into
my
name
bucket.
calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That
How
your
dare
relationship
it.
is purely superficial and convenient?
We are the best of friends.
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you
You
and the bucket
dick.
have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Let him have it. You're mean.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate
Presents.
once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
It is
Take
my
our hyped
bucket.
broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
I want
slap it on
another
as well
one.
because
I want
think
all the
it's
stickers on my bucket.
appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide
It is
variety
important
of
to have
applications
those.
for this sticker.
I get confused very easily. Okay, I think we should leave the broom closet. Unless I get one more sticker.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest,
Let
I'm
me
sick
out.
of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever
Oh,
been
no,
in.
close,
I'll
close,
see
close,
you
close.
outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah, let's go. Close. Okay.
Coming to a
Down.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We haven't been downstairs yet, so let's go down. Last time we went to the boss's office. Collectible!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Yay!
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I still
You
want
can't
them
buy
all.
that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've
I
tried.
want them all.
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Amazing. I will collect them all.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left
Hey,
his
I'm back.
post
Hey,
during
chickies.
workouts.
Welcome
He might
back.
be fined for that. And in such a competitive
Did you get
economy,
anything nice?
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Oh, this is the
And
loopy
then
one.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
But now I have a
maybe
bucket.
I am crazy. He looked
Few
down
bits?
at the bucket in
Lovely.
his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Are these doors closing
That's
behind me?
strange, Stanley
Yeah, they
thought.
are.
Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Someone's taken my
else's
bucket.
bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would
No,
come
my
from
bucket!
this.
Well,
Who
my
knows
bucket
what
gone?
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh,
Yeah.
gracious, he
Floats.
exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where
I'm
is it?
mad.
I must find it.
Mad, I tell
Far
you.
off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
I want my
Could
bucket
it truly
back.
be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
many
None of them were
buckets.
his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh my
Come to
god.
me, Stanley.
So
Find
many
me.
buckets.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then
I want the
suddenly,
bucket.
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew
What?
where the voice of the bucket had
Oh my
been
God.
coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What? Oh no.
This is the
Dead ending?
story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place
With
of
the
work.
fucking bad. She's holding a
But on this
bucket.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man.
Oh
who
my
had stumbled
God, I
through
love
town,
this.
Talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
No
Of
bucket, that's what it
course
is.
he'd
Everyone
gone
needs a
mad,
bucket.
ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't
If
even
only.
realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had
I want
no
a
time for
bucket.
this.
Have I got a bucket?
There were
I
a
don't think I
myriad
have a
of
bucket in
confusing
this house,
problems
but I want-
she
I
would
want a
soon have to
bucket.
confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself.
So where'd your last
My
few followers
life
come
kicks
from?
ass. And she
I have
backflipped
no idea.
all the way to
They
work.
just popped in and they were amazing and they have absolutely made my life. I'm so happy. Not to take away from the other 49, but the last three were especially give me all the right tingly feelings in all the right places. I want my bucket. I want this bucket. Bucket,
Stanley
please.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a
Still my
wave
property.
of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Still got the
and
balloons.
entered the door. on
Right,
his
let's
left.
do right though then.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
So these are going to
lounge was
be
simply the
the
place to
same
be.
endings.
And here it was. Had
But
the
with
bucket
a
turned out to be
bucket
correct?
twist.
Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Ooh. Is there
And
another?
so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead.
Let's
to
go
the
down.
opposite door.
Let's go down. Yeah, this is creepy.
Oh, good
Look at yeah, no
Stanley.
worries,
I'm
chickies.
glad
Thanks
you
for the
found your
look.
way
I come
here.
for the
I
Land
knew
Before
you'd find
Time.
this
What a
place
super
eventually.
sad time and super sad film. But welcome in. We care about you, Stanley.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
I want
The
my bucket.
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because
And the
that's
serious
what fans
room.
want from a sequel.
I like the
they
serious
want more
room.
of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the
Bucket
one who
nerd.
gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another
I love my
story
bucket.
involving
I'm
the
never
adventure
letting it
line?
go.
We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Raw
and it
assets,
played
map
some
2.
silly music as well.
Yeah, triumphant bucket music. This is the best game of the year.
Now this is
Oh,
what
no,
the
don't
Stanley
stop.
Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up the bucket. It's not happening. It's like the companion cube all over again. I'm still not over it. I'm not throwing my bucket away.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No, I'm not
That's
doing
why
it.
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Nope. No way.
I think it'll
Look
make a
how
wonderful
menacing
new
and evil it
addition to
is.
the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part
I'm
of the
not doing
cast
it.
all along. Don't you agree?
I'm not doing it.
Can
I
you
would
guess
rather
what the
throw
Bucket
myself
Destroyer
in.
does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go
Nope.
ahead now, Stanley.
Not happening.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'll break the machine.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets.
Well, we're gonna
is
find
all
out
it
because I'm
knows.
not giving up my
That
bucket.
is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only
he's
one
getting angry.
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see,
getting
if you
super
were to
angry.
really explore the Bucket
Is it gonna blow
Destroyer,
up?
you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded
See,
with
if I still had
complexity and
jumps.
nuance that it's
I
really
wish I
like
didn't
10
spend all my
personality
jumps.
traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
I want a
Okay,
t-shirt
the
with a bucket on it.
Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until
Oh,
you
this
crush
is-
that
this is
damn
messing
bucket.
my head a bit.
Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
Is the
Give
gate
the
open?
fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh! Ooh, bright. Ugh, my eyes.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to
This
do such
Halo-esque
marvelous
music.
things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you
I'm
were here,
intrigued as to what the fuck
You
this
were
game is. Chickies, this game
magnificent.
is incredible. So this is... They're calling it DLC, but it's pretty much its own game now. It's pretty much this is like Stanley Parable 2. So if you're really that intrigued by it, I would probably recommend you just lurk for this stream. Play the first one, which is the same idea, and then play this one after it because it just expands on it so much more. But essentially, it's like a Groundhog Day situation where you wake up in the same office every day, and then the narrator will tell you what to do. You can either choose to do what he says, i.e. go through the door,
All of
or
his
go
co-workers
left,
were
go
gone.
right,
What could it mean?
or you can choose to ignore
Stanley
him
decided
and
to
just
go to the
find
meeting
out
room.
what
Perhaps he had
happens
simply
when you
missed a memo.
make your choices. But yeah, to avoid... my bucket. I want my
The
bucket back.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I would highly, highly recommend it, but you should probably play the first one first just to like sort of get into the grips of
Stanley
why this
clutched
one's
the
so
bucket
much more
tightly
funnier.
to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this
Right,
better than...
so we've gone down.
Mind. The bucket
What
was
happens if I
wrong.
do give it the bucket?
Stanley took the door on his left to go
Shall I go
back to
do
the
that
meeting
and give
room.
it the bucket? No, I don't want to give up a bucket. I love a bucket. Let's go this way.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride
That
the lift all the
fall
way to the
killed
top.
me.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Should we do
Stanley
the fall?
did not question why or how this bucket, but Stanley
Oh!
feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his
The
dearest
bucket.
friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Is that it? Yeah, I died. Back again. I want my bucket.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room.
Where's my
and
bucket?
from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Meeting today in the meeting room. Let's get to the meeting room. Bucket, please. Thank you.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Meeting
Stanley
room this way.
clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Right, this
was
time
better than the
we'll
meeting
go
room? No,
straight across because we
never
haven't
mind.
gone that way yet.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Nope,
meeting room.
we'll do the meeting room after this one.
No,
Said the bucket.
Yeah,
don't
so
go
now,
to
we're,
the
now,
meeting
now, we're,
room.
now
Go
we're looping
somewhere
properly.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the
Collectible!
bucket.
Oh
Now
no!
ride
No,
the
I
lift
want
all
it!
the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
How do I get
Stanley did not
that?
question why or how this bucket was speaking
Oh, I
to
want
him.
it!
It
I
should
want
have
it so
alarmed him,
badly.
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious
Balloons.
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket
Eh.
had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did
get it next
whatever the
time.
bucket asked.
Everyone remember there's a collectible there. I need to find a vent.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh, creepy. Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the
No.
bucket.
Pick up the phone, and
No.
it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you
Clever.
unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the
Plug it
bucket
back in.
isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
I do like my
Can't
bucket.
you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
So now he's watching YouTube
What
tutorials.
is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To
Okay.
begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Let's begin the humor.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half. pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I want that
now.
on a t-shirt. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even
God,
tripled
they're
over in
terrifying.
laughter in no time at all.
They're like
Just
fucked
remember
up,
to let them stop
distorted
laughing
Simpsons.
at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I
Colour
think the
me
fundamentals of
extremely
proper
freaked
comedic
out.
timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind,
Should have
I
just
believe
answered
the
the
only
freaking
way
phone.
forward is for us to return
back
to
in
the
the
two
Matrix.
doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Right, I'll do the same again. But I'll answer the phone. No, because if I answer the phone, it'll probably just take me back to the start, won't it?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail
Oh, he's put a
the
gate
delivery.
on it, so I
You'll
can't
be
jump
in
off.
Stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How
And my
ridiculous.
collectible's
How
gone.
Absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows
a door.
where we'd be right now? Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I had jumps. I'm so angry I wasted my jumps. Is this looping? Oh no, here we go.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm
When
ready.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I feel like more than one thing open there. Should we do left or right? Oh, let's go left.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think
Yeah,
this was
see, he's
all
angry
covered
now.
very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely
Get
done
Chris
and
out
over.
the
It's
broom
all
closet.
your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down,
Oh, I can't
Stanley?
go
Are you
down.
proud?
Oh, I pissed him off.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors...
Is that just
they
gonna happen
entered the
again?
door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on
Ah,
the
it
right,
looped.
leading back...
Oh, okay.
Here we
I get it.
go. You
One
ready?
more time, and if it
When
doesn't
Stanley and
do
the
anything,
bucket
then
came
I'll
to
go
a set
right.
of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back...
Yeah, okay, fair. Oh,
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I refuse. Oh, I've lost my bucket. Sticker.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a
It's
build-up
Justin
to
messes
this
with the
point,
narrator
a
of the game.
dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit
yeah,
which
I'll
culminates
play
in
it.
this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Is he
And
Dunny
it's
with the
all my
funny?
fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself.
Oh, Justin can't
I
follow
don't deserve
directions.
the title
That's me
of
in any
King of
game.
Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest.
Only with this game, you get
joke-telling world.
kind of rewarded
think-
for not following directions. So it works.
I think I need to
It's the
go
perfect
back
game for
and
me.
rewatch that instructional video again.
No, don't want to watch it again. Don't watch it,
Surely
watch it.
that will help me improve my.
Oh.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
Have we got an ending? We've got an actual ending.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
This feels like an ending.
It is a delivery. Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket?
Stanley, look
this
up.
bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting
Hey,
away from
Stanley.
making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole...
How things going here? I'm great, Daddy. I am amazing. How are you doing?
I need more instruction.
How was your games?
That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos.
This game is messing with my head, and I love it. So does this go back to the start? Ooh, different. Very different. Doing alright. Thanks, games are fun. Awesome. What were you playing? I think you might have told me, but I've forgotten.
All of his co-workers,
bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
I don't want to go
Not
that
with
way.
the bucket around.
I feel like I may have to go that way. Played Rocket League. Ah, sweet. We actually found some Rocket League in this game. Ooh. Welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog mode. What? What is dog mode? I don't know, but it's staying on. Sweet. Oh my god, every time I click it. I love it.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
Yeah, I did.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Okay, 2 doors.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yay, dog mode. I'm happy now. I'm even more happy. Right, what can we do? Let's go this way and try and
This
get
was
that
not the
collectible.
correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to
I
go
feel
back to the meeting
like...
room.
Oh, did that all... No. Right, so there's a collectible yonder. But how do I get there? So let's go in
And so the
here.
two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We haven't actually done that yet. Can I go back this way? Rocket League. Oh, this is awesome. Our theatre tomorrow's been cancelled? You're kidding! Why? Why is it... What? Did they cancel? Context, please. What's happened? Inside the secret exhibit, stairs, something to do with stairs. A large room, lots of boxes, somewhere both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, I know where all of those places are. No, they cancelled. They have moved our tickets to the same seats on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And also refunded us £11. Ah, I was well looking forward to that tomorrow. Oh well, never mind. At least it's not like cancel, just moved, I guess. I want them so much. There will be a reward for finding them all. I'm going to find them all. That is going to be my task. So let me just look at this again. A large room, lots of boxes. I don't actually know that one. Somewhere red and blue, that's with the red and blue doors. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. So that's going to be the toilet, the executive bathroom. Woof woof. So let's go to the executive bathroom.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah, we can go on Tuesday, to be honest. Works better for me, working half day Tuesday. Yeah, exactamundo. It's going to be in here. Secret, yeah.
Another miniature Stanley
got
figurine.
one.
This,
Beep, beep, beep.
there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
I like mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes. I think I like that.
Stanlerines.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I'm not fussed, just glad it's not gone. And we can use the voucher for drinks. Absolutely. Get a drink on. Right, there's a fireplace in here, isn't there? This opens. This never opened before. Oh! What is that? Wait. Is there a fireplace in here? There is. But I can't see any collectible and the door's going to lock. And I haven't actually been to this door yet. Why is that so sad? What is that about? Business strategy. That's awful. Lift then, please. Should we go up or down? Let's go up. That just whispers Stanley to me. That's so fucking freaky. Sorry to interrupt, I just thought you wanted to know. No, it's all good. It's all good. Thanks for letting me know. That whisper, what the fuck? It actually did, yeah. The narrator is like... just sort of like singing along to the elevator music. But every now and then whispering my name, Stanley. Stream appropriate, was it, Luda? Shut up, hero! Get out of my life. Get out of my life. Please never leave me. Is it good? This is it? Is it ever going to stop if I press a button again? Oh, okay. Oh, what? 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 Sorry. Don't be sorry, chickies. Jack's just being a dick. Let's try down. It definitely just goes, Stanley. And I still bark in. I need a photo of your stupid face at some point too. Okay. You can have it. But why? Right. I don't like that lift. Why is it not doing anything? Oh, fair. Okay. Yeah, take it. I don't want it. Right, I'm gonna get out of this lift. You different? No, you're the same. Okay, we're done. We're done here. Let's go find a fireplace.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional
So we gotta go behind the
dumpster fire,
fireplace.
if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
two,
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and
8,
guiding light
4,
pierce
3.
the dark clouds of confusion
Nope.
and chaos. It
2,
would be with
4,
him, always.
3, 8.
The bucket would. And he knew it.
The
The two of them were inseparable.
8, 4,
At this
2.
point, Stanley was so absorbed in the
Oh, I
tender
can't remember.
spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the
There's a
pin
kitty.
number for the keypad was 2845.
That's what it is. 2, 8, 4, 5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew
Hey,
all along?
Belle, thank you for
Was
the
bucket
lurk. Thank you
guiding
very
him?
much. I appreciate that.
Yes. This is certainly the most
Identity
logical
theft is a serious crime, Jim. Oh, well done. Well done. Lol, lol, lol.
Lately, I'm going
Collectible!
back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Beats,
What do you
Bears,
think, Stanley?
Battlestar
What name
Galactica.
better encapsulates the
Michael?
intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by
I understood that
one? Let me
reference.
sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. Now we need to go up. Do I get a choice to go up? No, it's always down. Michael.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
I'll do it
Soothing
for the
him,
bucket.
Comforting him, reassuring that
bucket.
in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
So, where was the other
The bucket
places?
is
Somewhere
here
with
for you,
lots of
Stanley.
boxes. I haven't seen anywhere with lots of
Everything will be
boxes yet.
fine.
And the red and blue doors. We'll do the red and blue doors next.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large
We
door
haven't
of the
done
red
escape.
mind
Should we do escape?
control
Let's do that.
facility. Although
Let's
this
do
passageway
escape.
had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Don't believe you. I have my bucket. I'm safe.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each
We
of
will
them.
be fine. I have a bucket. We'll be fine. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Ow. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we're moving. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched
I
closer
have a
to
bucket,
their
I'm fine.
demise,
I'm fine,
Stanley
I have a
reflected
bucket.
on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to
Why
be.
can't I jump?
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're
Over
about
there.
to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself
I
away
could
from
crouch.
so much
I'll try
time
crouching.
carrying a bucket
That's a good trick.
everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Please survive. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh! Boxes. Somewhere with lots of boxes. Okay. The Stanley Parable.
It was a
2?
shame the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own
Oh yeah, my
way,
bucket's gone.
but this one stood above
can still
the
bark, though.
rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
I miss my bucket. The bucket. Welcome to the grand exhibit. More bucket, please. Is this
Can you
bucket gonna
see
be on?
how
Look at
arrogant
that.
it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see
Again,
that
if
the
I could
bucket
jump.
is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
The Inferno bucket. Oh, it echoes. I was kind of hoping they were just chanting the word bucket.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Bucket. The hanging bucket. Ah. Wait, there was more to explore though. Can I do it without falling in? Oh! Oh!
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's
No, no, no.
die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the
No.
game. Don't
No,
give him
no, no,
another
no, no, no,
opportunity
no.
to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if
I'm gonna crouch
only
again.
we let Stanley die together. The bucket should take its place
No,
as
I don't want to
ruler, as
die.
leader, as
I have my
commander of a
bucket.
new
Everything is
world, a
well.
new vision.
Shit. Did that? Meeting today, meeting room. Is he back?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, yeah, that's an
What could
ending.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ooh. Ah, I've forgotten how to do this one. There's a way to like... Ah. Right, come on. Get up. Get up. There it is. Yeah, and then out the window.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Yep.
He then praised
Super
the game
bright.
for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah. Let's keep going a little bit.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly
now I have to do it again.
different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have
What if I
heard
bring my
all
bucket
the
down here?
narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the
it just
lucky
shits
ones.
on itself
Though if
as
the
well.
other
I just
option
love
is
it.
really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
It's
In
such a
fact,
clever
I'm
game.
just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Right. Well, I want to go back. No. Do I have to like physically restart? I don't want to pick not the whole thing again. Oh no. Okay, I might have to. Right, we're doing it. Be brave. Please say I still got a bucket. Oh yeah, we're good. No, just here, that's fine.
Even
Should we
now,
do it again?
Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Let's go get the bucket. Oh wait, will the door close? No.
The good old bucket. Just
Bucket
Stanley
first.
in the bucket.
Then
Off
I'll do
on
it.
Another thrilling.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
What?
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless
What the
wars
hell?
it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen
The
its own
bucket is now
darkness with a
monologuing.
clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I
love
stole from his
to be a
treasured
fly on the
vaults.
wall in
I
the
was
development
young
room when they were
back
doing
then
this.
and
Just
could
have
not
loads of
conceive the
whiteboards with a
ramifications
bucket
of
in the middle of it with loads of lines just
Stanley
springing off
screamed
it,
even
being
louder
like
this time.
bucket idea
This is
99.
stupid. You are a bucket. This is so stupid. Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power. Its fangs
Really?
glistening like... My God, Stanley.
Oh my god.
You did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already
Jesus
had all
Christ.
12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by
Not
the
the
bucket's power.
bucket.
I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's
Oh,
restart
fuck.
the game, and we'll
Fuck.
agree
Yeah,
to never
I'm-
again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
My bucket. I want it back. Bucket, bucket, bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Bucket, please.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together
Awaiting
would be
input.
perfectly fine with him.
I can't remember what the... Is there something with the computer screens? Pretty sure the computer screens were nothing in the old one, where like you touch them all and it doesn't actually do anything. And then it says, why are you touching all the computer screens? It's not going to do anything.
Stanley clutched the bucket
Red
tightly to his
and blue
chest
doors
and
this way.
entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I can't woof anymore.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How in... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope. Nope. I need...
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Oh,
go to
this
the
gives me a
cargo
little
lift.
ramp. That's good. Okay, and then... Boop. Go get me collectible.
You're getting close
Nice.
now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
And I can't
We'll be
wait.
different people by then.
Gotta get 'em
Different
all.
in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You
Oh,
can't go
fucking
back to
love
when you
it.
had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
So good. Can I survive the fall now, maybe? I don't just want to die. Just to go back to the start again. Let's go in here first. Oh. Okay, this is new. Narrator time. Are we about to meet the narrator? Is this where he recorded all his stuff? What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel.
Ah, yo,
Every
X-Men,
time
thank you very much
I
for the
pick it
follow.
up.
I appreciate that. Thank you
No
very
matter
much. You
how
want to come
many times
in?
I've done it. It's always the same
I
feeling.
don't even know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you very much for the follow, though. That's
Emptiness in my
awesome. Hello, how are
chest.
you doing?
When I set it down, it doesn't make sense. There's no
I'm good, thanks. I'm
explanation
good.
for it.
I'm just
Still
mind boggled. That's
haven't
all.
Figured out why I
And I
see
kind of
the
really want to get a
world
bucket
so
now.
differently when this
We're just playing
bucket
some Stanley
is
Parable,
in
and
my
it's just
arms.
messing with my head. I love
Why
it.
Everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Put it on the t-shirt. I'm gonna buy a t-shirt with a bucket on it.
Unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Oh my god.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target.
Why is this
on my
down bucket?
back.
I literally didn't pay attention this whole time.
Even now, I don't
Um,
know who might be trying to get.
Just a bucket. We've just
What's
found
that?
a bucket. And they've put a whole game around it. What? I am legitimately freaked out now. Didn't like that one. I mean, if you want to feel normal, don't play this game. To be, yeah, you're not wrong. It is that is on me. I thought it'd be a fun, happy time, but this bucket is just, oh, it's not doing things. I'm scared, Mommy. I want to
Stanley
go home.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself,
we need
and
one
constantly
more.
needed support and guidance from others.
And I'll take
So
my bucket
a
with
good
me.
Bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket. a bucket of culture and distinction.
Right, I need to jump
Stanley clutched the bucket
off.
tightly
What happens
to
if you
his
ignore
chest
the bucket?
and entered the
That's a
door.
very good point. I'll
This
do that
was
on the
not
next
correct
loop.
way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
You may have to
calling
remind
him,
me,
telling him
because
that the
my
employee
brain is a
lounge
bit
was simply the
frazzled
place
at the
to
minute,
be.
trying to remember everything.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The
But yeah,
bucket
next
was
time
wrong.
I won't pick the bucket up
Stanley
and I'll
took the
go
door
do
on his
some
left
sort of
to go
ending.
back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Just throw it away,
The
what do you mean?
cargo
Once I
lift.
picked it up, I can't
Go-
do anything.
Good.
It's
said the
just
bucket.
stuck.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket
I need to get
was
down
speaking
there
to
as
him.
well.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly
And-
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and
Go.
he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
Nice.
asked.
But what if the bucket feels lonely being ignored? That's not that. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. We don't want to ignore the bucket, but I kind of want to see all the endings. So if that's the case, what's this? Danger everywhere. That's rude. Should be a throwing button. It should be. But that's one of the things I love most about this game is just how simplistically awesome
No,
it
stop.
is. Oh,
Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Ah, there's a
Stanley, how could you
curveball.
think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
we don't want to
which,
ignore the
if
bucket.
that's
This game is
true,
messing
well,
with
my
you.
goodness.
Oh,
I
fuck it.
think
Bring
we
the
have to do
bucket. I
something
can't.
about it. This
locked the door.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step
Tin's
in
new
here.
fetish is bucket. Absolutely right. It's kind of a tin, I guess. It's like a tin with a hole in it. Is Tin the narrator? Are you even watching this game? Is this bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and
Is
you'll
this like-
tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
This is like a
bucket.
catwalk. This is like a stripper
Simple now, right?
catwalk.
This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Please just ditch the bucket. No! What
Item
the
one.
fuck?
Is this a bucket?
Pretty sure in this situation I would be the narrator. Right, well this is a bucket, so yeah, that is bucket.
Incorrect.
Best game show
It is a
ever.
hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, it wasn't a bucket. Okay. What's next? I'm gonna say
Item
that's a
2.
bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Definitely a bucket.
Incorrect.
Nope.
It is
No
a
good.
3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
X-May says yes. Whiskey says no. Tin, I told you. I'm gonna say yes to all of them. And then I'll say no to
Item
all of them
3.
next time.
Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket. Hey, we got
This
it
is a bucket.
right. Isn't a 3D printed recreating of a bucket just a bucket?
Item 4. Is
That's
this
a bucket. 100% a bucket.
Are
Oh,
you
it's not a bucket.
hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a
I would like
gimmick.
to quit while
How
I'm
on
ahead.
earth did you
Quit while
manage
you're
to
winning.
screw it up? Absolutely incredible.
Definitely
Let's
a
just
bucket.
move on to the next one.
That's a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
We saying bucket? I don't know my buckets. I do. That's a bucket.
Correct.
See?
This is a
Bucket. He's speaking like Clarkson. It could be the only bucket
Item
in the
6.
world.
Is this a bucket?
That's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Ah. If it holds water, it's a bucket. That bad boy can at least keep one
Item-
drop of water.
Wait,
Then
hold
it's a
on, I
bucket.
can't
You are
find the
right.
next one. Let
If
me
you
see, it
hit
should be
no,
around here
I'll sub
somewhere.
when able to. I don't want. I'm on a loop now. What did he say? I missed that. What did he say? Yes.
Okay,
Whoops.
you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate
Aren't we all
the
buckets then?
implication that
Oh,
nothing is
no,
a
we're
bucket
getting
when we both
existential.
clearly know
Here we
that a
go.
bucket is something, and therefore
No sub for
nothing
you.
could possibly be
no.
something.
Gonna
Unless
unfollow.
in
Oh,
your
please
twisted
don't.
mind, have you somehow
Then again, it doesn't
convinced
matter now.
yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Unless 3 of you
That's a mistake,
unfollow.
Stanley. Do you believe that
I'm not going to put that
nothing is a
idea in people's
bucket?
heads. Please don't do that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Getting the real life
Now
questions
I'm
now.
somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
I am a
I'm
bucket.
losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets.
Doesn't matter if you follow. I've already
Okay.
won.
Here we go.
But I can't do this shit without you guys. I need you all. So please don't leave me. I'd be
What
lost without you.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Jack, did you
My
see my
God,
message on the
I had no
J&J
idea.
Discord about your ego and confidence?
Except
Ah,
me. I'm not
hilarious.
a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
we do
We're
some.
not
We
buckets.
do another channel. Me
Yes,
and Hero
I
do.
actually feel much more at ease right now.
If
It's
you're
delightful to get some clarity on that
any
issue,
sort of
but it
enjoying
doesn't change the
this,
fact that
then
we
imagine
haven't got
this
a
times
game.
2 with another
So,
fucking
tell you
idiot sat
what,
right next to me. That's
I'll
basically what
reset
J&J
everything.
do things
We'll
is.
put
We're
back
another
all
channel.
the
We go do
buckets,
stuff.
okay?
Go check it out.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
It might not have worked because I've literally just put it in. It gets a bit funny sometimes if you spam it. Right, should we do... Right, I need to do that again, but without the bucket because I need to get to... Leave the bucket alone. I will.
Go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
Yeah, I need to get to the blue and red door, so I
constantly needed
can't take the
support and
bucket with me,
guidance
so I'm going to
from
leave it there
others.
this
So
time.
the thought of total
Until you
solitude was
stream and
terrifying
want me to
him.
pay attention to you by yelling the whole time.
When Stanley came
Pay
to a
attention
set of
to me
two
always,
open
Aman.
doors, this was not the
Take the
correct way to
bucket.
the meeting
I'm
room,
not going
and
to take the
Stanley knew
bucket
it
this
perfectly
time, but
well.
only
Perhaps
because
he wanted
I
to
want to
stop
get
by the
past the
employee
door
lounge
that
first,
locks when
just
it
to
says
admire
about
it.
can't take a bucket any further.
It was okay.
Time to see what life is like without a bucket.
But eager to get
I'm
back to
excited.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I'm
left.
titillated.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Ooh,
ago.
and I want to see if I can survive that fall. Maybe if I land on the soft boxes, but we'll do that next.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
It's cool, we can cup our hands. That's technically a
investing
bucket,
your
right?
Trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
Does
that
it
the
hold
story has
water?
been about
If
nothing
it holds
but
water, it's a
you
bucket.
all
It's quite
this
easy.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stan.
According to Danny, everything is a
Someone you've
bucket. We are
forgotten.
all bucket.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but
Right,
I
please don't
really
close.
do want to help you.
Nice.
To show you something beautiful. Look, let me
Okay,
prove it.
doors
Let me
here.
prove
There's
that
my
I'm
last
on yours.
collectible. We
And
did
there
it.
is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real
I
accomplishment.
don't think I'm qualified
This
to
is
make
doing
these kinds of
something just
decisions.
for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
See, the
but that
trick
would
is
be
to
like a
leave the
reward,
bucket.
and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done
Stiggly
here.
Wiggly.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Cool, we collected them all. I guess...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Right, last time we did the blue door, and we did all that fucked up weird shit. So this time I'm going to do the red door.
Oh, thank God, you are willing
We
to
are
listen
buckets
to me.
made of flesh.
You see
Whoa.
that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
Didn't buy
The
a bucket
problem is
now
all
in the
these
background. I
choices.
feel like I'm going to
The
have
two
to
of us
now.
always trying to get somewhere that
I will
isn't
buy
here.
some sort of
Running
bucket.
and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop.
I'm so glad I finally found a stream where you don't have to stop talking about buckets. You never have to talk about buckets here. You keep talking for as long as you want.
Let me show you.
I'm off to bed. Good night. Good night, chickies. Good night. Thanks for sticking around with Deluxe. Appreciate it.
What do we want?
Even when he's playing other games, remind him of the bucket. Playing Bloodborne? Bucket. There is a bucket head in Bloodborne. Could become Buckethead Princess.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I think this is just
stay right here, right
a
in
parable
this moment
one
with
ending.
This place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is pretty. Ooh, colors. This is lovely. Thanks for the announcement, Hero. Can I fall off the edge? Did we do that? They didn't remember buckets? I remember buckets. Yeah, I won't forget. Don't worry. Buckets. I'm going to jump off the edge now. I cannot. Can I go backwards?
No,
ooh, this is different.
Wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Ah, this is just a normal
we'll
ending.
Lose all of this.
This ain't new content ending.
Please,
but it was worth
no,
it to get that
Stanley,
last
let me stay
collectible.
Here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No!
We're fine.
Oh.
Gonna do it again.
Thank God. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley?
You ain't my
Please,
dad.
I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley,
Try again.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God.
You've come back.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I finally
You're
got
literally
a
willing to kill
cigarette.
yourself to keep me from being happy. You're reading the
Oh, well
situation
done.
correctly.
Gold. Gold, Jack. Absolute gold. Huh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
I'm
I don't know
slowing
anymore.
down every time, so I
just
think
wanted
I'm
us to get
slowly
along.
dying.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
Took you a while, huh?
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, he's so depressed. Come on. Come on. Down the hole.
Is it over?
Hey, we did it!
It's
We
going
did
to
it.
restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Got lost in the chocolate aisle, probably. That's what I would do. Yeah, facts. Absolutely. I can't go shopping anymore without getting me some sort of treats and snacks. It's a must. It's time for me along. Let's go to...
Stanley,
Whoa.
I'm sorry,
Whoa.
but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figures.
Yeah, we got the figure endings.
About them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't
Yeah, it was,
fill you
actually.
to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Let's go. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Do I get the jumps again? I really wish I hadn't wasted my jumps. So we can go down. Okay, that doesn't open. Down we go.
Here's where it all began. The first
Can you find
collectible.
them?
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll
What's
never be like that
this over
again,
here?
Stanley.
Ooh.
And here was a second Stanley.
I'm just not going to collect them this time and see what happens because I've already missed one.
Them, let alone 6.
I'd
But
rather
you
not
continue
collect
to
any than
surprise
just
me in
collect
all
one.
sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It was this one, wasn't it? Bathroom first. Reminds Tin that there was once a
that's
bucket.
exactly
Thanks for
right.
reminding me.
It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
I'm not
glad
collecting
these
it, though.
moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Don't know how
what
accurate
came
that
next?
is.
Oh yes,
remember
we
this
found
one.
a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Ooh. Lots of boxes.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly.
Should I keep...
In fact,
I'll
because
keep
this
going,
one
I
is
won't fall,
particularly special
just in
to
case
me,
it
I
chucks
made
you
a
back.
little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, did it?
Enjoy.
Oh, yes! Oh my god, it's like every YouTube video ever from 2013. Did you edit this? Well done, dickhead. What a prick. I know taking a piss, but it has got a lot of tin stamps on it.
Takes you back, doesn't
That was
it?
awesome.
I spent
I
a lot
enjoyed
of
that.
time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Moving on. What is next? This is where I found the last
And
one.
then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened.
Don't you dare
recently
use
than
any
all
of
the
these
others.
transitions.
Who can
Why not?
truly
I love
say
transitions.
How the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment
Star
where
wipes
you picked
everywhere.
up a Figley, and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Are both doors gonna take me the right way? Yes, seems to be yes.
And then there was
You are
no
in the
more,
present.
because we've caught up to the present
Oh, it's
moment.
Matrix
Nothing
mode.
left to do but move onward into
The
future.
past.
Goodbye,
You are in the
memory
present.
zone.
Star wipe, star wipe, star wipe, everywhere.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
I'll do it backwards. I want to relive my highlights. Remember this one?
Okay, yes. The room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone,
Shall I pick them up this time?
Is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I'll pick them all up this time. Show us the video again.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah, I was hoping he would do that.
Yes, I love that video.
Nice. All the boxes.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though.
I have no memory of this place. Nine out of 6. Go to the pooping station.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Next one. Oh, we never did go this way, did we? Oh, I guess we can't now. That sucks.
This was our second figure.
Something sounds odd.
Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh
This
yeah,
is it.
I know this
The very
one.
first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
My jumps! Can I get the jumps back? Promise I won't waste them.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Can I have my jumps back?
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Ugh. I feel like I could do another whole stream of this just to go back and get the jumps right from the start. Not a long one, but there's just so many things I'd be like, oh, I could jump over that.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Left or right? Oh, I don't think it matters.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah, where it all began.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, feels like it ended.
Before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again.
I can do it.
I can't even
I'll be
imagine
strong
how
this
difficult
time.
it must be
I'll
to
take
like
care of
try to
myself.
script
I don't
something
need
like this.
Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Ooh,
I did
okay,
enjoy
we'll do
telling
one
this
more.
story so very much. Okay, here we go.
Bucket or no bucket?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. So now we're back here.
All of his co-workers.
Grab my bucket.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Dog, please.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing. Stanley clutched
Right.
the bucket tightly to his chest.
What haven't
and
we done
entered
yet?
the
We
door
need to
on
try
his
to
left.
fall to the floor, don't we?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
And we
was simply
haven't
the
done
place to be.
The full ending
And
where
here
we
it
don't
was.
escape
Had the
and just
bucket turned out
go
to
to
be
the mind
correct?
control
Was
place.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
Nope,
room.
not doing that.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Come on, get... There we go. Right, I need a low point. And I guess aim for the boxes. Oh!
But Stanley
Nope.
feared that any
Nope.
path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
I
So
don't
he
think
threw
there's a way
himself to
down
his
there.
death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay, that's a no.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And now we're back here.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Right,
Perhaps
take a
he had
bucket.
The bucket made
Ooh,
Stanley
that-
want to be
is that a
better
new
man
door?
and a better co-worker. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little
What
thing in the
funny.
office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch.
Right, we'll go
but it did
do
little to discourage
the
Stanley's
full
belief
proper
in the
ending.
magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. and
Where you
entered
just,
the
like,
door on his left.
do everything he tells you to do in the right order.
Still, no one was here.
This is back to normal
Stanley
now.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where
Nothing
he'd
there.
find answers.
I've been
Coming
down,
to
we're
a
going up.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
That doesn't do anything, does it? That's just a lift to nowhere. Oh, number.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
8,
anything
4,
life.
5.
Crushed by the weight of this revel, but Stanley guessed
Nice.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. Then we go... Can I go around here? No, that end. We'll go down. All the way down. Lovely. And then we'll go to the actual mind control
Stanley and the
facility.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I have a bucket now, which means this will be different.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Nice. That one.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley
that-
nearly
that
dropped
one's
the bucket
buggered
in
out.
shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
There's the office.
Bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything
427,
would be fine.
that's us. What's it look like? Come on. Looks like an office. Okay, we'll move on.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raised furiously in
Fired!
Stanley's
We got fired.
mind.
Still fired.
No!
Right.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I trust only in Bucket. In Bucket
Here
we
was the
trust.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Right, we've already
Stanley
said yes
decided
once,
that
so this time we'll say
machinery
no.
would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the control. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this
Now what?
been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Is it a bucket? Oh,
Birds. Silly,
seagull.
silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Bird or bird? Bird. Ooh.
Stanley
Penguins!
flipped through one video of silly
Freaking
birds
love
after another,
penguins.
and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
Ah.
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only
We're
a
gonna stay on the
facade
penguins.
to disguise its true intentions.
Yeah.
Had the bucket known this all along?
Look
Stanley
at those
marveled at the
waddling
metal genius
badasses.
in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this
I go
incredible
back?
discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
I'm okay with
Of
that.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I think
And
so.
Stanley was happy.
Cool. What haven't we done? Should we go do that again? But click no.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'll
What
take the
could it
bucket.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but
Nope.
Stanley is a very lucky fellow.
I love a
very
bucket.
lucky indeed.
This is different, is it? No, no. It's
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Go, 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 go.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find.
Okay, we've
Coming
been
to a
down,
staircase,
going up.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
If anyone has any other
Stepping into his
suggestions for
manager's office,
endings they want
Stanley
me to
was once
go
again
do
stunned
or
to
redo,
discover not an indication of any human
let me
life.
know and
Crushed
I'll be
by
happy
the
to.
weight of this revelation,
go do them.
Stanley may have broken down into an
But I
Stanley
think
guessed
I
that
kind
they
of
were
feel like we're
by
running
sheer
out of
luck.
stuff now.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
God, I love my bucket. Oh, I can't bark. I wish it'd stop taking that off me. Right, go, 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 go.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, and there's this bit as well. God damn it. Does take a long time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to
Yeah,
themselves.
come on.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
I get
office
up
was
that
being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and
Ooh,
it
come
very
on.
nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring
Oh,
us that
new.
everything would be fine. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Never done this one
Thankfully,
before.
he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Ah, thank you, bucket.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so
What?
bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed
Oh my
a few
God.
shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful
And me and the bucket
for
just
when the
gonna grow
bucket was
together.
craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a
This is
home. In
awesome.
fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed
Oh,
as Stanley
no.
became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
No.
It unsettled the bucket.
Ah.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail.
This one's fucked.
All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave
I don't
the
like this
path.
ending.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet
Trying to live his
Stanley
best life.
was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Oh. I thought it was gonna get a bit more dark and
All of
creepy
his
than that.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to
That's
go to
done.
the meeting room.
Back
Perhaps
with the
it
bucket.
takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded on. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm sorry, I'm hopping in and out, but this game is too much for me and will legit give me an existential crisis because my brain cannot keep up.
Still,
That
no
is
one was here.
absolutely fine,
Stanley
Danny. I
needed the
don't
bucket's
blame you
warmth and
at
comfort
all.
now more than
It's
ever. Perhaps his
I'm
boss's
sort of
office
questioning
was where he'd
myself
find
and reality
answers.
and everything around me.
Coming to a staircase,
I
Stanley
really
and the
feel like I
bucket
need more
walked
buckets in my
upstairs to the
life,
boss's
or less
office.
buckets, or maybe the right amount of buckets. But it's definitely something to do with buckets.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
Sort of
again
lost all
stunned
concept
to
of
discover
time.
not an indication of any human life. Crushed
Don't
by the
really
weight
know
of this
who I am,
revelation, but
or
Stanley
where I
guessed
am.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket
Seen
knew
so many
all along?
endings.
Was the bucket guiding
Biggest takeaway is buckets. Yes,
This is certainly the most
that is
logical
correct.
explanation.
We need more buckets. So I'm going to get one more bucket ending where I turn off the mind control and see what bucket is that bucket for bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead
Bucket.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this
Oh, it
place
does
hold?
take a long
Stanley
time
and
to
the
get to
bucket
this
both
ending.
wondered
Come
to
on,
themselves.
get on with it. We get it. TVs.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything's going to be just fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
I haven't seen that room before.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Up we go.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
I will not
His
bucket.
own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I trust in bucket and only in bucket.
But here was the proof.
How does the narrator
The
know
heart
what the
of the
bucket knows
operation.
things?
Controls labeled with emotions.
Maybe
happy
the narrator
or sad
is
or
also
content.
bucket.
Walking, eating,
Maybe
working,
narrator
all of
is
it
only
monitored and
bucket.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that
Right.
this machinery
Let's
would
turn
never again exert its
off.
terrible power over another human.
That was loud. That was really loud.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Am I dead?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Oh no. No, no,
What?
no.
Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped?
No, come
Was Stanley
on.
and the bucket not about to be freed?
Free
An
me.
unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
What a cute future plan. Well,
Until
there's a
finally
spanner in the
truth hit
works now.
Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. The
No!
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket,
I want
would go to any
more.
lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no.
No what?
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least,
What, that's the
he
ending?
has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Is this different? This looks different.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace.
Oh no, we are just back to normal.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
I don't know
to
what
his
else to do.
chest
I think we've
and
done
entered.
like
This was not the correct way to the meeting
all
room.
the end. Well, I
Stanley
know we
had
haven't
felt
done all
the
the
bucket
endings.
calling to
I
him,
think there's like
telling him
40 or
that
50 of them.
employee lounge was
We've done a
simply
fair
the
chunk
place
of
to
them,
be.
and
And here
I
it
don't
was.
really
Had
know
the bucket turned out to
what
be correct.
other choices
No,
to make.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Not done
meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now
Is there
ride the lift
something-
all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
We'll
But
go
Stanley chose
do
not
the
to think
phone
about this
ending, but
obvious
answer
fact.
the phone,
He
because
was
we never
firmly
did that
convinced
last
the
time.
bucket had spoken to him,
And
he
then
unthinkingly did whatever
I really
the
don't
bucket
know.
asked.
Unless anyone's got any other suggestions. We might just call it there, I think.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Monica said she liked you and she's sorry for leaving, but we're doing like 4 things at once extra. Oh, that's okay. That's all right, Daddy. Say there's no problem at all. I really appreciate them coming in and sticking around, and especially the follow. That was amazing. Yeah, there's no problem whatsoever. All right, answer the phone.
Now pick up the phone.
Oh, so bright again. Ah.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then,
almost missed
very
this ending.
distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? Oh, there it is. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press R to take me to work with you. Okay. Oh.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him
There's a
is
bucket.
just in his head.
Press M to take me back home with you. Oh. Can we still do this ending, or is it? Yeah, no, I think that cuts it off. Okay.
Lately,
Now we're home.
I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Press P to go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
No,
It
it's
can't
my
think,
bucket.
It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
We are
That's
all
it.
buckets.
It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press Z to go back home. That's me whenever I leave the house.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all
There's
he cares
bucket
about is
pictures
this
on the
awful
wall.
bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
To ignore anyone in your life but me. Yeah, I want to do that.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny
See,
bucket.
we are all buckets.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
It does have a nice shine to it. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Let's go back home. Oh my god.
Yes, I suppose on closer
It's
inspection,
getting darker
it doesn't
and darker.
quite look like your average
Both
hardware store
literally and
bucket. It's just a
figuratively.
little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Yeah, believe in
like
bucket.
It would be better at moving an amount of water from
We
one
are all
room
bucket.
to another.
Zero to live the same day over and over and over. Yes, please.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
The bucket messes with me. This game is something. It really is. Press R to go to work, to go home, to go work, to go to home, to work.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
Feelings for the bucket.
No, 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 no,
no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
Where's
Hear
my bucket?
What the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
Oh
What's
my
wrong with me?
God.
I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would
What
be
the
less confusing.
fuck?
Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Oh my
Stanley,
life.
give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give
No,
it to me now.
No,
Give it or I'll...
close your eyes. How do I... Oh. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Fucking hell. Next stream, I need a very relaxing game to calm me down. Ah, I know what you mean. I think that's gonna be it.
Stanley's bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah,
This was not the correct way to
I don't
the
really
meeting
know
room,
what else we can
but
do.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
That
the
definitely feels like it's the last one. I
was
think like
simply
everything
the
else we're
place
gonna
to
do is
be.
just gonna loop on itself now.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them
There was
detoured
nothing
through the
extra down
maintenance
there, I
section
don't think.
and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
And then this is just back in here, looping me into this.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth
Yeah,
and comfort
I think
now
we're gonna
more
call
than
it there.
ever.
I think we've
Perhaps his
done
boss's
everything
office
that
was where
I
he'd
can
find
work
answers.
out on Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Plus, I don't think my brain can take much more of this. I think I'm gonna have to call it there. So, thank you all so much for joining in today and keeping me some form of relatively sane on that experience. That was absolutely fucking bizarre. Way more bizarre than the first one, in my opinion. Blew my mind. It was awesome. Amazing. 10 out of 10. I absolutely fucking loved it. Thanks for the stream, funsies and chatsies as always, my friendo. That's alright, Daddy. Thank you for sticking around. This would be nothing without all of you. So yeah, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Shall we see if someone is about for a raid? Oh, we got Matt ×5 playing Pokemon Fire Red. Let's go for that. Love me some Pokemon. Raid. Let me just set that up really quick. Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. That's what they're going for. It looks like, I think it's the Fire Red edition from the picture, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, thank you all. We did it. We made affiliate. I am so unbelievably happy and so unbelievably grateful and thankful for everyone who jumps in and just watches me do these fucking stupid ass streams with a very average sort of gamer that I am. But thank you all so much. So happy for you. Thank you, Danny. You are absolutely outstanding. Thank you very much. So stick around for the raid. We are back on Sunday. We are going to be continuing our Bloodborne playthrough. Don't think we're going to be in a position to finish it all on Sunday, but I'm hoping to get to at least maybe starting the DLC, which is going to be a good chunk of it. So yeah, see you all Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining, and we'll catch you then. Bye all. Have a lovely day.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 42.